Hey, happy Thursday, everybody, and welcome to another Chamber check-in episode from Idaho's only five-star accredited chamber. And today we have owner, founder of Luminaire Smart Homes, David Foster, with us today. Hi, David.
Hi, Paul.
Thanks for taking some time out of your busy schedule. I know you're slammed doing installs and taking calls and offering the services you offer. But these chamber check-ins, David, have been a great way to help share our members' origin stories, their products and services, and most importantly, the people. And we started this 3 years ago. It's already been 3 years. Over 300 episodes, over 400,000 views, and it's because of you, our members, that make this possible, that invest in our organization, and we're so glad to line up our mission, one of our missions, with engaging with our members. And this is a great opportunity to do that today. And so, David, you and I met for lunch a couple of years ago.
At least, yeah.
At least. And I'm so happy to help share the growth of your company that you spawned just a short few years ago. Uh, let's start off with you. As a master electrician and a network guru, with those in your background, tell us how you got your start and then what led you into being an entrepreneur.
So I was an econ major, and I couldn't figure out what I was going to do with an econ degree. Loved the study of econ, but the trades were very appealing for a number of reasons. So I've actually been an electrician since 1998. Been at it for a while. My father is an entrepreneur. My grandfather was an entrepreneur. It's kind of in my blood. To be honest, I always just kind of knew I would be a business owner. And so I started Luminaire in 2006. We were primarily just an electrical contractor, focused on lighting and lighting design. And then during the 2008, 2009 period, when things were a little rough, I actually got snapped up by a large AV company in Seattle called Definitive Audio, and started an electrical division inside of the company. And so it was really where I cut my teeth on smart homes and theaters and all things AV. And ever since then, that was the direction I knew we would go eventually. So,
wow, it's fun to put our passions into work for us, and I like how it's organically transitioned into Luminaire Smart Homes. Okay, you talked a little bit about your history. Tell us about Luminaire Homes. You mentioned started in 2006, but give us that origin story.
So I got certified to be a Control 4 home automation programmer installer in 2017. And that was kind of the final piece for me. That was, I needed that side of it, the networking side, the programming side, to be able to do what we do. Like I said, my focus was always lighting design. And then when I was aligned with a smart home company, it became very apparent all of the really cool things you can do with lighting control. But that's one aspect of smart homes. So it's what got me into this arena in the first place, and really got me very interested in the smart home world. And from there, it's just been another rung up the ladder. Lots to learn, lots of ways these homes can be built, and they go. But we have some fantastic systems that we have learned, and now we don't even really. We do our own electrical installs. I don't advertise electrical just because it's not what we primarily do anymore. The benefit of using Luminaire is that we can you don't have to hire an electrician for installation of products and lighting devices. But I decided to go full time into the smart home game about 2019. So that's been the big shift for us.
Well, and one of the cool things that you did when you first started your company is you reached out to your chamber and joined the chamber. And that just says a lot about the culture of your company and the credibility of your outfit. So thank you for that, David. You mentioned about some of the stuff that makes a smart home a smart home. Why don't you help educate me and the listeners on what makes a home a smart home?
Well, I go back to the same answer I've been saying for years. Honestly, people ask it all the time. What is a smart home? It's whatever you want it to be. Um, we use a system, Control 4. If you think of it as not just a smart device, people's homes have lots of smart devices sometimes and multiple apps, and that, if that's what works for you as a smart home, that's fine. Our interpretation of a smart home is an operating system, a centralized operating system that works with every facet of the home, or every system, I should say. So lighting, temperature control, HVAC, AV, sound, zone audio or surround sound, security, cameras, every facet that is network based of a home can now be operated through one unified platform, one app, one experience. And so it ties everything together. Our actual title is an AV integrator. So we're taking multiple systems, tying them together in what should end up being a very cohesive, flawless experience, and a very simple experience too. Lots of complicated things going behind the scenes that our goal is to make unified and simple for the end user or the homeowner.
Well, I've been in your showroom, both showrooms, uh,
Yeah.
where you started and now where you're at now, in an expanded space with a lot more functionality. And I sat in your home theater room, and
But
I don't
hey,
remember the name of the speakers, but I just sat there and I was like, what's that old advertisement
yeah,
that you
the JBL. Yeah, yeah.
with the hair blowing back and the lampshade being back? That's what it was truly like.
Yeah, it's a very fun experience. Highly recommended.
Okay, smart home, everything in one place, operating a whole bunch of different things. Maybe dive a little bit deeper into some of the products and services you offer. So, for example, if I'm just looking for home audio, can I do that with you? And then maybe go through some of the other
Yep,
services.
absolutely. So we recently became Idaho's only KEF elite dealer. So KEF speakers have been around for 65 years. It's a British company, phenomenal speakers. I've had KEF speakers personally for 20 years. And so that was an easy choice for us to really go down the KEF line. So if you are looking for really high-end audio, well, I shouldn't say that. We have a range of audio from modern everyday speakers to really high-end two-channel speakers. We've got something for everyone in the KEF lineup, and it's worth seeing and listening to. We've got some amazing things down here. We are a Lutron shade dealer, so we have lots of options in automated shades. That is a really cool feature, not only for energy savings, but just, imagine you come home from vacation and with the press of a button, your shades come back up. You can automate shades for morning breakfast scenes, that kind of thing. Um, Really cool. We have some displays down here and we use some in our showroom, and love to educate people about how to use automated shades in their life. A wide variety of fabrics and looks for that kind of product line.
Yeah.
Control 4 itself is really, really cool. It's fun to interact with, and people honestly, when they come down, whether you're an experienced Control 4 or home automation owner, or this is brand new and you're just looking to kind of check it out, it's a fun experience. It's very cool. When people, what I enjoy the most is seeing the light come on in people's eyes when they see how it could interact in their own house, and some of the many things that you can experience and work with in your own home. I mean, there's at the end of the day, it's just very cool stuff. Yes, there's an energy savings. Yes, there are security features, but having this kind of operability in your house is pretty cool. It's I know that I'm lacking the vernacular there, but at the end of the day, it's very cool stuff. People love using it. People love having it in their homes.
There's a functionality piece to it as well that I think that in time, you would really learn how to use the system from that Control 4 based module, for lack of a better term.
It becomes second nature. It becomes very easy. The interface, once you have it, it's hard to go back or even imagine what life was like before it, to be honest. It's no longer perceived as a luxury as much as it is a utility in people's homes. It's
Right.
really cool to have.
So I'll just recap a little bit of the services. So audio, video, smart home, security, networking, lighting, shades. And then let me back up a little bit on the networking. When everybody had to come home and work from home for the time it was that we all got to do that, how were you able to connect networks and elevate home networks? Tell us a little bit about that.
So believe it or not, not much changed for us when COVID happened, because we were already using the products that, enterprise grade network products make a massive difference for your home network or your business network. And so what we found is, honestly, it was just more people were all of a sudden interested in it for obvious reasons. They're working from home, and unreliable internet is hopefully becoming a thing of the past. But it actually put a lot more people in front of us asking questions about how to bolster their own networks or what's important for home networks and that kind of thing. And that is the foundation that all of these things ride on, is a good, solid, robust network. So we have a number of solutions that we use. Some are very inexpensive, kind of big box store solutions. Others are more scaled for larger homes with larger systems in the home. But at the end of the day, all that we spec and sell are products that work really well and provide reliable, fast internet. And we're happy to have that discussion with anybody. So
tell me more and share more about the industries you work with. Are you residential only? Are you commercial? Tell me a little bit about that.
All of our products are full enterprise grade commercial products, but primarily we are working with homeowners and custom builders for custom homes. So there is a little bit, the lines blur a little bit there. We are looking more and more into commercial avenues, but there's been such a demand for our services with residential customers that it's been hard to, there's only so many hours in the day, and we're busy enough as it is right in the residential arena. So yes and no, if that answers your question, I guess.
I love it. Yeah, I think you're one of those folks that you're like, well, let's look at it. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay. For a few more minutes, I'm going to put your website here up on the screen for folks to take a look. It's boisesmarthomes.com. For the audio visual geeks out there, what are some of the brands that have been most popular, and what are the ones that you're carrying?
So obviously KEF, we're very proud of our KEF lineup. We're direct with Marantz, amazing AVRs and turntables. We have a full product line, Origin Acoustics for our architectural and ceiling speakers. Triad is running our theater currently. James, we have you name it. I mean, we're in the custom Navy game. We have access to just about everything currently. And honestly, I'll go back again and say the best way to see what we do is come down and experience it. Check out the showroom. It's really, we've got a little something for everyone here. Whether you're an audiophile or really into cinema and movies, we've got some amazing experiences and a very robust product line to browse from. So,
I mean, we were stoked. We had Sherwin Vegas pumping, and the old Bose speakers, right? I think the Bose 300s is what we had. Absolutely. I still think I have them in a storage unit somewhere.
They sound great. We're not snobby. We're having fun at this. Honestly, like I'm working harder than I ever have before, and I'm having a blast doing it. It's a very cool field of work to be in. We get to hear and see some amazing products, and honestly, a big part of what brings me joy is just sharing what these amazing experiences, and just we're not looking for a sale every time. We honestly just love to share this stuff with people. So we love it when people pop by or call us to make an appointment and show off our product lineup and start that discussion, and it's a lot of fun.
You've got a couple of sweet utility vehicles with the Luminaire logo right on Chinden Boulevard there. I think, what's the cross street for your
We're 45th and Chinden.
Okay, so when you go by there and you have a second, pop in and say hi to Dave and the team. They've got a really cool showroom, and if you have an opportunity to sit in the theater room and get your ears blown off, it's pretty cool. The quality is ridiculous. Hey, before we go, David, is there anything else that you'd like to educate the listeners on while we have you?
Um, I, I'm going to sound like a broken record here, I guess. I could talk ad nauseum about educational pieces. I will say that the best education is just to come down to our showroom and honestly see it and experience it and interact with it yourself. And the light goes on a lot quicker than if I would sit here and try to explain these things to you. Um, our clients are going to be moved to want these experiences in their homes based on what they see and what they hear. And so really the best way is just to interact with it and hear it for yourself. The difference truly is in the quality of these speakers and the quality of the products that we use and how we integrate them into seamless experiences, and something we're very proud of.
I love it. And one thing I'll add to that, David, is that you are truly a community-oriented company and work together well with the other audio visual suppliers in the region as well. And I love that. There's enough for everybody. And if you can, elevate something and refer to others, I really like that. And I enjoyed that conversation we had as well. Thank you, David, for investing in your chamber. Thanks for being a steward of your community and offering the good stuff.
My pleasure, Paul. Thank you very much. This has been great.
Absolutely. Hey, have a great weekend. Look forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Paul.